Hello, Matajiman, you're watching Hornbill TV's Prime Time. The Naga Students Federation has expressed concern over the decision of the government of Nagaland to revoke the earlier order that had kept the regularization of doctors appointed during the COVID-19 pandemic in abeyance. Addressing the media, the NSF president, Imti Suding, said that a cabinet decision came as a surprise, especially when discussions were expected to continue under the high-powered committee HPC constituted by the government. Referring to the cabinet minutes of the February 26 meeting, he said the Advocate General had informed the cabinet that the government could not modify court order and that the earlier decision to keep the regularization process on hold could amount to contempt of court. The cabinet subsequently decided to revoke the order and reconstitute the HPC to brief the NSF on the matter. However, the NSF maintained that without proper consultation and understanding between the government and the federation, it would be difficult to proceed with meaningful dialogue on the issue.
It is really interesting. I was waiting for the media to come to the office of Naga Student Federation to take the information on this COVID era. Nevertheless, NSF have been standing tall always on the path of meritocracy and transparency in the system. Recently, during the 12th March cabinet meeting, the cabinet have decided to revoke the whole order again, and that have really shocked the Naga Student Federation. If I have to say why it is so, because in the starting to have a dialogue under the HPC banner formed by the government of Nagaland, we thought some positivity from the side of the government is coming, but without any consultation, the old order was being revoked by the cabinet on 12th March. I said it's really shocking. Why? Because without having a proper consultation, or I should come without having a ceasefire between the government of Nagaland and the NSF on this issue matter, how can the dialogue be proceed positively? So I also question the government of Nagaland, especially the cabinet, in which manner or what made them to revoke the whole order which was kept in abeyance and just proceeding with the HPC. And I feel that Naga Student Federation will not be in the position until and unless this matter is kept in abeyance and we have a ceasefire between the government of Nagaland and the Naga Student Federation.
Following the Election Commission's announcement of the 2026 Assembly election scheduled for Assam, Kerala, Puducherry, Tamil Nadu and West Bengal, the Election Commission of India (ECI) issued directions for the strict implementation of Model Code of Conduct for the general elections and by-elections in 6 states. The ECI asserted that the privacy of every citizen must be respected, with no demonstrations or picketing outside private residences. Land, buildings or walls shall not be used for flag banners or posters without owner's consent. The press noted that over 5,173 flying squads and over have been deployed across the state and union territories to ensure that the complaints are attended to within 100 minutes. Besides this, over 5,200 static surveillance team SSTs have also been deployed. Additionally, ECI asserted that political parties would be required to inform police in advance if there is to be any meeting and procession to enable traffic and security arrangements. The Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas on Monday assured that there is no shortage of crude oil in the country and that fuel supply remains stable across India. Speaking on the issue, Sujata Sharma, Joint Secretary Marketing and Oil Refinery in the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, said that crude oil is available in sufficient quantity and all refineries are operating at their highest capacity. Her remarks come amid concerns in certain areas regarding fuel availability. The ministry clarified that the petroleum supply chain is functioning smoothly and there is no disruption in the distribution of petrol and diesel. Officials said that oil marketing companies are closely monitoring the supply situation to ensure the uninterrupted availability of fuel at retail outlets.
सबसे पहले क्रूड पर्याप्त मात्रा में क्रूड अवेलेबल है। सभी रिफाइनरीज हाईएस्ट कैपेसिटी पर ऑपरेट कर रही हैं। हमारे पेट्रोल पंप्स नॉर्मल ऑपरेट कर रहे हैं, कहीं कोई ड्राई आउट रिपोर्टेड नहीं है। नेचुरल गैस 100% सप्लाई टू सीएनजी एंड पीएनजी कस्टमर्स इज मेड, सीएनजी फॉर व्हीकल्स is made. Other important thing that we have been discussing over the past few days is request to the LPG commercial consumers wherever they can shift to PNG connections. So next please. Yeah. So जो भी लोग LPG से commercial PNG पर shift होना चाहते हैं, इसके लिए वो सीजीडी कंपनी से कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं ईमेल के द्वारा, कस्टमर पोर्टल के द्वारा, लेटर या कॉल सेंटर के द्वारा भी। और इन सभी कंपनियों के डिटेल पीएनजीआरबी वेबसाइट पर भी अवेलेबल है। इस प्रेजेंटेशन में आप देख सकते हैं पीएनजीआरबी का यूआरएल भी है। इसके द्वारा दे कैन कॉन्टैक्ट देयर सीजीडी एंटिटी and wherever the network is already existing, the connection can be given in shortest possible time. इसके अलावा to promote the PNG connections, certain incentives have also been announced by some of the companies. For example, Indraprasth Gas Limited, कोई भी कंज्यूमर, डोमेस्टिक कंज्यूमर अगर 31 मार्च से पहले कनेक्शन लेता है और गैस लेना शुरू करता है तो उसको 500 रुपये का फ्री गैस देने की उन्होंने बात की है। इसी तरह महानगर गैस ने भी कुछ इंसेंटिव्स दिए हैं और सिक्योरिटी डिपॉजिट को भी वेव ऑफ करने का बात कहा है। गेल अथॉरिटी
The shipping ministry also confirmed that LPG carrying Indian flagged vessel Shivalik would be docking in Mundra port shortly. Rajesh Kumar Sinha, shipping minister GOI, said Indian flagged vessel Jack Ladki, which sailed from UAE on 14th of March, is carrying about 81,000 tons of Murban crude oil, is safely en route to India. The vessel and all Indian seafarers on board are safe. They'll be reaching tomorrow at Mundra port, he added.
The Indian flag vessel Jag Ladki, which sailed from UAE on 14th of March, it is carrying 80,000, about 81,000 of Murban crude oil, is safely en route to India, and it has this vessel and all Indian seafarers on board are safe. They'll be reaching tomorrow at Mundra port. Since the activation of DG Shipping Control Room, the Directorate has, in the past 48 hours, I am giving figure for the last 48 hours, about 310 calls and about 600 emails have been received. And in the last 24 hours, just a breakup of this number, in the last 24 hours, the number has been 53 calls and about 150 emails. The DG Shipping, as regulator of maritime sector of India, has facilitated safe repatriation of 286 Indian seafarers from the Gulf region so far, and this includes 33 sea repatriations in the last 48 hours, and in the past 24 hours the number has been 10 repatriations from various airports and regional locations across the Gulf region. Major ports of India are closely monitoring vessel movement and cargo operations in view of evolving maritime situation and providing all possible support. Some of the measures, the relief measures through policy and through initiatives of the ports, I have already narrated in the earlier briefings. One example I'll cite today. They are maintaining close coordination with the customs and other stakeholders to facilitate resolution of operational issues. For example, the Jawaharlal Nehru port is providing temporary storage of laden containers destined for Middle East as transshipment containers. And that port has also provided 100% rebate on ground rent or dwell time charges, and about 80% rebate on reefer container plug-in charges up to 15 days for containers originating from GNPA. Approximately 2,600 containers have been shipped to the Middle East during the last 5 days from this port. Today also I had a review with all the ports, all major ports, and some of the stakeholders, including the EXIM association groups. And what I learned from that, there is no congestion has been reported at any major port. And export-bound containers at GNPA have reduced from 5,600 to 3,900, which I stated earlier. The ports are also providing safe anchorage areas for loaded vessels bound for the Gulf that are currently unable to transit due to the prevailing situation. And also an inter-ministerial group has been constituted under the Directorate General of Shipping with members from customs, ports, and other stakeholders. And the ministry continues to closely monitor the evolving maritime situation in coordination with the Ministry of External Affairs, Indian missions abroad, shipping companies, and other maritime stakeholders. This is in order to ensure the safety and welfare of Indian seafarers while maintaining continuity of maritime trade and port operations. Thank you.
We'll take a short break. Keep watching.
उत्तर प्रदेश की सभी शिक्षकों को मिला है आरोग्य का सबसे बड़ा उपहार। यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी के मार्गदर्शन में मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ ने 11 लाख से अधिक शिक्षकों और 60 लाख से अधिक उनके परिजनों को दी है कैशलेस उपचार की सुविधा। प्राथमिक एवं उच्च प्राथमिक विद्यालयों के शिक्षक, अशासकीय सहायता प्राप्त विद्यालय एवं महाविद्यालयों के शिक्षक, स्ववित्त पोषित विद्यालय और महाविद्यालयों के शिक्षकों के साथ ही शिक्षा मित्र, अनुदेशक, रसोइया और उनके परिवारों को मिलेगा निःशुल्क उपचार का लाभ। देश का भविष्य गढ़ने वाले 81 शिक्षकों को मुख्यमंत्री शिक्षक सम्मान एवं शिक्षा मित्रों और अनुदेशकों का मानदेय बढ़ाने के उद्देश्य से किया गया है एक उच्च स्तरीय कमेटी का गठन। गुरुजनों का सम्मान, सशक्त राष्ट्र की पहचान, काम दमदार, डबल इंजन सरकार।
Welcome back. The liquefied petroleum gas LPG tanker Shivalik, which crossed the Hormuz Strait, is all set to arrive at the Mundra port in Gujarat on Monday. 2 Indian-flagged vessels carrying LPG were granted transit through the Strait of Hormuz by Iranian authorities. One of them is the Shivalik, which the other one is the Nanda Devi. Rajesh Kumar Sinha on Monday said that Shivalik LPG carrier that sailed from the Persian Gulf has crossed the Strait of Hormuz and is heading towards India and is expected to arrive at port around 5 p.m. Sinha said authorities have completed documentation and arranged priority berthing at the port to ensure that there is no delay in the discharge of cargo once the vessel arrives. He also confirmed that all Indian seafarers currently operating in the Persian Gulf region are safe.
With the Shivalik LPG carrier, which sailed from Persian Gulf, crossed the Strait of Hormuz and headed towards India, will be reaching today around 5 o'clock in the evening, maybe after an hour or so. And before its arrival, the documentation, priority berthing, everything has been arranged at the port so that there is no delay in discharge of cargo by this vessel. All Indian seafarers in Persian Gulf area are safe. No incident has been reported in last 24 hours. And we are in the ministry and in the DG shipping, we are keeping continuous watch on the situation We are in touch with each vessel and its crew. 22 vessels, as was reported on Saturday also. 22 Indian flagged vessels with 611 Indian seafarers remain in the west of the Strait of Hormuz in Persian Gulf. And DG Shipping continues to closely monitor the situation in coordination with ship owners, the recruitment and service licensee, and Indian missions in the region.
Amidst the reported LPG shortage across the country due to the West Asia conflict, the Delhi Police Crime Branch on Monday busted an illegal LPG cylinder hoarding racket, which was operating from a godown in the Mundka area of the national capital. In a major crackdown, the Delhi police seized 610 cylinders of different LPG companies, including Indian, Bharat Gas and HP Gas. The reported shortage of LPG has emerged amid global energy supply disruptions triggered by the ongoing conflict in West Asia. However, there have been no reports of dry out of gas supply at LPG distribution ships across India. The government said its latest update. Despite concerns around LPG supply, there have been no reports of dry outs of gas supply at the LPG distribution ships across India. Sujata Sharma, Joint Secretary Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, said in an inter-ministerial press briefing. We'll take another short break. Keep watching. Gauri bal pra kiniga dongor hoi jane bole mon ase. Gauri kane spunky kuigina dana introduce kuri ase. Kuntu bal pra saigina gauri ge nutrition digina dongor banabole nimide ola laga ase. Itudo Mrs. Didi Poultry Khatkati Karbi Anglong Assam kuntu check ke do sorde ase tade pai jabo.
Kinya time de pura kota to sabina plus F laga nishan
plus F
hodai khalwa de ami khan kiba ekta radu komti hoi jai itu bra ata chawal nimok tel aro dud kinya time de product de plus F thakya nishan de hi sai thakibi tate vitamins aro iron nishina nutrients olop phale ase itu bra sabole pakabole aro khabole de iko alak nai to
tu kile hali ase
khale ekta de bishi alak hoi ase gau de Bhal nutrition, bhal jivan, ajibra plus F nishan thaka saman hi chulabi.
Welcome back. The Bharatiya Janata Party on Monday released its first list of 47 candidates for the April 9 Assembly elections in Kerala, fielding 3 former union ministers. Votes for the 140-member Assembly will be counted on May 4 with the majority mark set at 70 seats. BJP Kerala Chief and former Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar will contest from the Nemon Assembly constituency. During the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, Chandrasekhar, though defeated by sitting MP Shashi Tharoor, had led in the Nemon Assembly segment, boosting the party's confidence to field him from the seat. Responding to the political contest, Chandrasekhar said he is ready to participate in a debate with Pinarayi Vijayan and Rahul Gandhi whenever they are prepared for one. Adding that they must first fulfill their promises.
No, I am ready. I mean, if somebody else should be there for me to debate. I can't debate with myself. So whenever the Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan is ready for a debate, I am happy to have a debate. Whenever Rahul Gandhi is ready for debate, I am happy for a debate. But they should be. Have they lived up to the promises? Let there be an open, transparent debate. Why are political parties afraid of doing that? And instead of that, spreading rumors, spreading lies. That is why I said this is not an election where the CPM and the Congress should hide behind lies, hide behind misinformation. They should come out, be to defend their track record if they have a track record. If not, they should not be participating in these elections.
Of course, this election is going to be a very decisive battle for Bharatiya Janata Party, and I'm sure that this will become a milestone in the history of Kerala politics. People will discard both the alliances who have been ruling alternatively the state of Kerala, and they have the politics of performance, which has been, which we have seen in the whole country. So I am sure that the people of Kerala also will follow that path and support Bharatiya Janata Party in this coming election.
So when I talk to the people, they say that Calcutta is a favorable seat to BJP because BJP has already won that seat because that kind of trend that you. Do you think it's a two-way fight or it's a three-way fight?
Definitely it's a three-way fight. I am not at all discounting the presence of Congress. Congress has represented this constituency many times, including the stalwarts of Congress have represented. So Congress has its roots in this constituency. So it is definitely a three-way fight.
So at the same time, the sitting MLA has in the shade of Shabarimala gold theft case. So do you think it will?
That's all we have for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.
Thank you so much for watching us and see you in cinemas.
And cut. Break for lunch.
Dada, lunch laga dijiye, please. Haan.
Lovely shot, Yami.
Thank you. How are you feeling now? Really? Congratulations.